Today on Nebraska WoodSTR, it's cleanup day. Let's get it. Hey WoodSTRs, my name is Mike. Well, we are about 25 degrees, going to get up to about 33 today. You can see all the piles on top of the stacks here are getting a little bit smaller. They're about half the size. So yeah, been getting some at least warmer temperatures. We are Saturday and we haven't seen the sun here and since last Sunday, and there she is, and it feels fabulous. Anyway, going to give you a little tour around the yard here quick. Got some cleanup that we're going to do. It's going to be nice, and once it gets a little bit warmed up here, this place is going to get a little western because it's all going to be muddy and I won't be able to get up here with the tractor. So we're going to try and get the Devil's tractor up here today and get that thing, get it cleaned up so we can do some drying. So anyway, we've got right here where the Wolf Ridge was. Here's where we're stacking. We're going to try and drag all of this snow out there, get down to bare dirt with the snow bucket. And that way we can let it dry out and make some more runs. Pallets, all of this, we're going to try and get as much of this snow out of here. You can see it's been pretty crazy here for selling here this month of January. We're just at the end here. You can see I think we had this row, this row, this row, and this row. I think there was 4 different rows here. I don't know. I'm thinking somewhere around 9 or 10 cords went out here through the month of January and them cold temps. But anyway, we got to try and get that bucket underneath these here, get these busted out of here, so that I can get that snow out of there and get it dried out. And when people come, or as I need to keep moving on wood, I don't have to fight the damn, or I don't have to walk 5 feet to get it to the pickup. So as you can see, we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4 full rows, and we will be out of dry wood. So it's been a good selling season. It'll start to slow down now unless we get a real bad or another cold temp. But otherwise, you can see my boiler pile continues to shrink, and I was thinking about I'm gonna have to restart over. So I'm not sure what this where I'm going to start that process. I'm not overly excited about sitting on the ground, but going into boiler, not a big deal. Show you, I've been coming here, and as the snow melts off and the scrap and stuff, I just bring the tractor right in here and I'll just shove that off down into the trees and get back to pure mud. So once it does, the sun does come out and warms up, we can get that dried out. Last thing, just brought the Wolf Ridge down here. This is all that's left of the mulberry pile. Need to take the tractor and bust that up so I don't have to beat it out of the snow. Then we got to figure out and give me something to think about while I'm on that tractor, what we're going to do with all those. If I'm bringing logs to the splitter over by the stacks, or if I'm just going to cut and split right there and carry splits over to the pile. So not quite sure. Either way, it's jacking around a little bit, but anyway, just trying to think about what production needs to look like, and going into next year, if we continue to have the increased growth in firewood sales, I'm going to have to get a little bit more efficient, get a little bit more serious. Some people would say I'm serious already. Most people would say I'm crazy. So anyway, it's kind of the before. I'm not going to take you along with the tractor. I'm just going to get her all cleaned up, and I'll try and get you in afterwards. So more yapping versus working today. All right, I'll bring it to you. All right, well, you were fully expecting to see all the work I got done in the wood yard. I have gotten nothing done. And I know, thought I'd bring this to you. It's kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. Everybody that has a shop or is going to build a shop, the first thing you want to do is keep everything from dripping from oil, right? Well, pull the tractor out of the shop, and if you see that bag there, you know things got a little crazy. So I'll show you what happened. Fired it up, and that loader has a pump that comes off the PTO. Well, the chain broke, and I'll show you that. And then one of the fittings cracked. And so just driving out and trying to get out of this shop here before all of the heat went out, didn't look back, and I left a beautiful steady stream of hydraulic fluid all the way out the door. So go from, man, I don't even like one spot, to dumping a 5-gallon bucket on the ground has got me excited, to say the least. Then left a great big pile there. So I'll show you what happened. All right, you can see this here is a new chain. The old chain busted off of there. One of the links busted off of there. So then this, when this is running off of the 540 PTO, this holds it right here so it doesn't go. Well, when this chain broke, it went all the way down. And then this fitting that goes right in, this fitting that goes right here. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I'm going to try and show it to you. Right there above the threads, there's a hairline crack. Hairline that lets about 5 gallons of hydraulic fluid out in about 35 seconds. So not so hairline. So anyway, just lucked out, went downtown here and found everything that I need. And that was pretty awesome. 50-pound bag of floor dry that I will virtually use all of, and all the fittings. And I said, well, hell, I got everything I needed and didn't forget anything. Till I got up here and I just was thinking, as I was telling you how much hydraulic oil I threw in my shop floor, I forgot to get hydraulic fluid. So anyway, we're going to get this thing fixed. Enough jacking around here, because by the time I get this fixed, it's going to be too wet and muddy and crappy probably to go to the Woodyards. We might have to bring that to you tomorrow. But anyway, that's what I'm up to. All right, stay tuned. Well, I couldn't help myself. Got that tractor fixed, and only got one day up here, and we haven't seen the sun in damn near a week. So I was like, I'm not sure if it's going to shine tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow, but today is 35 degrees. So just a quick little math, 35. Last 2 weeks ago, it was negative 22. So we'll call that 57 degrees difference. And so there's only one thing you do when it's 57 degrees difference. Start early. Told you I was going to be heading up on vacation. Where I'm going is going to be 82 degrees. So that's going to be almost 104 degree difference for in a 2-week period. I'll be lucky if I don't just pass out. So, well, I know what I'm going to be doing on vacation, so good chance of that anyway. But anyway, you can see what I got going on here. Showed you kind of the before and after. Got that tractor up here. Had to scoop out a lot of the snow and then turned it around. Pulled the blade back and got it all cleaned up. We're gonna make a couple of runs here, so in case things get a little western, a little bit more snow, that we at least have something to stack onto. But we'll have to be a little bit careful. You start stacking on, putting pallets and stacking on frozen ground and snow, they can get a little wobbly on you. But anyway, dug up a bunch of the extra pallets. We now have this cleaned up so we can get right up next to her. So that looks good. Now that that's showing some black dirt, that ought to be an absolute muddy mess. All loading will happen in the dark or when it's frozen. And yeah, so we can already see it. She's starting to get sloppy already. While I had the tractor up here, like I said, I was going to pop out those mulberries, give me something to do, and also cleaned up this chaff right here and make a nice little run up into our boiler wood pile. So all in all, gives it a chance to start doing some melting. Water's running down the driveway pretty good, so that tractor will not go on that driveway until it's frozen again. So the fix on the hydraulic pump, it worked well, and boy, the hydraulics worked a lot better, just not having to deal with 20 below or 40 below wind chill. Hydraulics and the oil like that a lot more. So anyway, we're going to probably get some ends put on here and get things wrapped up. Pretty early, so we can't quite just roll right into the beers, but I don't know. It's really nice. 35 and I'm sweating to death, but we might have to shut her down a little bit early today. And we'll pick her up tomorrow. So if I don't bring you any more today, you guys know the program. Like, subscribe, and share. See you on the flip side.